Hey, what's up everyone? Mr. Duel here again with another Genshin Impact video. In this video, I'm going to just be going over my Zhongli build that I have at the moment, giving you just insights on kind of how I'm going to actually build him. So hopefully it helps you out if if you really don't know how to build Zhongli specifically. My build is going to be more into the support role, so anybody who's looking for a support Zhongli, I'll give you a little bit of insights on that. Also in the background is the Dragon Spine Mountain. Can't wait for that to come out here in a week and a half. Hopefully you guys are excited as much as I am about that. And here, let's go right into it. So really the main thing you want to do is at least get some HP percentage on Zhongli. I'm not sure if full HP percentage would be the most beneficial. I guess it would if you just want to pure tank support. Zhongli, you could also build him, a little bit of damage here and there, so his other abilities could do a little bit more damage. It won't be significant to actually blow your mind or anything like that, but it still would be all right. That's kind of pretty much how I'm going it. The reason you want HP percentage because the first thing is when you hold his Dominus Lapidus, the HP, the damage absorption actually scales with his max HP. And including Planet Beefall also scales with his max HP damage with Dominance of Earth by 33% of Zhongli's max HP. So the more HP you have, the more damage he will do with his all, and then the more absorption, like damage absorption, he does with his E, which is the most important part of Zhongli, to be honest. So here, coming to the specific build that I have at the moment, the flower that I have is the Royal Flora, just because of the substats, the attack percentage, elemental mastery. These are all really good for Zhongli. The ones I would really look for is HP percentage, but I haven't. It's kind of weird. I need HP percentage for Zhongli, but I seem to not find HP for Zhongli. It seems to be giving me all the DPS substats, which is really weird because when I'm looking for DPS substats for my DPS characters, then it's just HP and defense. So the RNG is really weird in the game. It's going against me. This is completely fine because I don't mind building him, a lot more damage. This is something you kind of want to look for, preferably the elemental mastery, elemental recharge, HP percent, or I would say the top three. Building a pure support Zhongli. This is kind of more of a hybrid DPS. This is still good because its ultimate will do more damage either way. Even if you don't max his HP out, the damage for Dominus Lapidus when you hold his E will also scale with this, and his ultimate will also scale with this. So this is not a bad route. So if you do get these really crazy DPS substats, don't worry about that. Like, it's still worth putting on him. So for the mask, I have attack percentage, and again, elemental mastery plus 40, critical rate 7.4. This is not done yet. Elemental recharge 11%, and then critical damage 7.8. This is another crazy DPS. I would consider a DPS just substats really. If one of them was attack percentage, of course it would be better for a DPS, but it's like hybrid really. It's like DPS hybrid. So I got really lucky with that. And then with the goblet again, I got this attack percent. I'm not anywhere near done. They're all like plus 16 at the moment, but I got another critical rate, critical damage, and luckily I got expected to HP percent. And of course, this is going to be really good for survivability, so I don't mind getting this HP percent right here. This is actually really great. It'd be nice to get maybe more critical rate, to be honest, over critical damage, just because I want to try to proc his critical rate as much as I can with his ultimate. This is really good. Again, HP percent really good for Zhongli. And then the next one is the Sands of Aeon. This is the one I would prefer you to get the HP percent on, just because you don't want too much attack percent on Zhongli anyways. So getting this HP percent will help with his Dominus Lapidus and his ultimate. The substats here are questionable. I don't really like defense on it, honestly. So hopefully it doesn't scale into defense, and I'm not too sure what the other one's going to be. If I get HP percent, it's going to be a really great. This will be a super good hourglass. And then in this right here, it's really hard to get geo damage or any elemental specifically. So for this one, if you can get geo damage for Zhongli, if you really can't get geo damage, then go with attack percent. I would say go with attack percent. Because I don't think elemental recharge is on any of these. There is elemental mastery, but that could be another one you could actually go for. Elemental mastery would be another one to go for if you want to get really strong shield for the team. So that would be another route that you could go. And these decent stats. Not the best, but so if you can't get attack percent or geo damage, elemental mastery will work depending on how much elemental mastery you have for Zhongli. But this would actually bring it up pretty high, so his shield strength would go up a lot. So his survivability for the team would skyrocket. It would do a lot for the team. And then, of course, the feather is attack, and of course, again, this is a hybrid. Again, it's more or less support with the elemental mastery, we get elemental recharge, and then with the DPS substats with the critical rate attack percent. So again, if you get HP percent over attack percent, then it'd be fine. So if all of these and then HP percent would be fine. It's really hard, honestly, but this is overall good. If you get something like this, I wouldn't complain about it. This is extremely good. I got extremely lucky with my Zhongli build. My DPSs don't even have as much critical damage compared to my Zhongli's build at the moment, which is insane. And then we're going to talk about the set bonus, the Archaic Petra, which, of course, you know, it's obvious, the 15% Geo damage bonus. Everything he does basically is Geo, other than his normal and charge attacks. So giving 15% more, you know, helps overall damage over time with his pillar. Then, you know, the more critical rate, critical damage, then the pillar's doing more damage over time on enemies. And then when you hold the Dominus Lapidus, it does like a burst damage that also gets scaled. That really helps. And then of course his ultimate. And then this one right here, this one's specifically for helping the team out. I really wanted this instead of the shield strength, just because the way that I have my build, the team that I have for Zhongli is Child, Ningguang, Zhongli, and then Diona. This is probably going to change later because I just got Chi-Chi. So what the 4-piece is really good for is, say I have Child, right? So I use Child's basic attack and put a water status on the enemy. Then I switch to Zhongli, I summon the pillar, or I hold E. Either one will create a elemental crystallized shard. I pick it up with Zhongli, right? Then I switch back to Child. And then once I switch back to Child, I use his dual wield blades, his skill, his elemental skill, and it will do a 35% more damage with Hydro. So he'll be doing like 3 to 4k damage for 10 seconds, and then I could keep doing that back and forth. It's kind of hard with Child because of his cooldown. So it's kind of like a really quick burst. It's like 10 seconds of a really strong burst. And then I gotta wait the cooldown of 15 seconds, and then I could do it again. Unfortunately, I can't spam it. If I did it with D-Luke, though, it would be insane with D-Luke, because if I put Fire, and then Zhongli and D-Luke would be crazy, that bonus effect. Because it's easy to proc the Fire, then switch back, and then switch back to D-Luke, and then use his ultimate, or same thing with Child. Using his ult with that percentage bonus is insane. It gives a lot. And then on top of that, you get another 15% bonus. So it's actually a full 30. It's a 50% bonus, because once you have a shield with 2 Geo characters with the Geo resonance, it does 50%, right? So now I'm doing 50% Hydro damage with Child, with a shield, and when I picked up the crystallized shard, and then he can't even take damage because of all the shields that he has. So it's a lot of benefits going on there, and I think it's a pretty good build. I'm actually enjoying it. The only downside at the moment is of course, my Zhongli is even nowhere near complete. He's only level 70, so he's gonna get level 80. All the artifacts are 16 and lower. So once the full build gets really activated here, Zhongli's gonna be a really good support. Slightish DPS, not really DPS, but he'll at least be doing a little bit more damage than he normally would. But yeah, guys, hopefully this insight of Zhongli has helped you out. And I really appreciate everybody watching and supporting me. We're almost really close to 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys really enjoyed the video, just remember to leave a like, subscribe, and have a wonderful rest of your day. And thank you.